You are tuning into Naphtali's new school of thoughts, right here on YouTube. Naphtali's new school of thought. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe for news, politics, all truth and no lie.
Something we can see being celebrated in the Holy Scriptures. We see you, Ron Dalton. We see you, Baya. We will take both of you after this question. Ron Dalton Jr., Brother Ron, welcome. How are you?
My goodness, Ron.
Hey, good. I'm good, thank you.
Fancy seeing you.
She's happy to see you, Ron. Be nice. She's happy to see you. Be nice.
Be nice. What are you talking about? I mean, this
is something nice. Something nice. We'll call it today. We'll call it something nice with Naphtali. We'll ask Ron to give us something nice with Ron too. Go ahead, Ron.
Yeah, I heard her say that the Council of Nicaea was orchestrated by the Canaanites, and we know the Council of Nicaea was a Roman thing in 325 A.D. In modern day Turkey, northwest Turkey. So I don't understand how did the Canaanites have anything to do with the canonization of the Bible at the Council of Nicaea, and who are these Canaanites today that you would say are the descendants of the Canaanites? So we're talking about Canaanites here that were a part of the Council of Nicaea. You did say that in the live, and then who are the Canaanites today that we can see with our own eyes and where they're located at?
Okay, that's a good question. The Canaanites, so you said Turkey. When you look at the Hittites were located in what we would call Anatolia, Turkey, the historical Hittites. So biblical and historically, the Canaanites took place in what we would call Turkey. So that's exactly where they're located, in Anatolia. That's why I said that.
So today, who are they in Turkey? Who are the Canaanites today in Turkey?
Well, when you look, so I'm not familiar if you're familiar with my teachings. So
you don't
when you
know.
Look at the
just say you don't know. Who are the Canaanites in Turkey today?
The Canaanites are the people that are located there. The Turks, the Lebanese, the
Turks
the people who are
the Canaanites.
Yes.
Okay, so here's the problem with that. Here's the problem with that. Just listen to me. The problem with that is that in Genesis 38:2, Judah takes his first wife, Bathsheba, a Canaanite woman. This is around 19 or 1800 BC. 1800 BC. Then in Judges chapter 3, it says that the Israelites were having wars with the Canaanites and the Philistines, and it says that the Israelite men were having children with the daughters of Canaan. This is around 1300 BC. Then we go to Ezra chapter 9, around 476 BC, and it says that the Israelites were still doing abominations and intermarrying with the daughters of Canaan. This is 1,500 years of mixing with Turks. So black people, we're the Israelites that we've been mixing with Turks for 1,500 years in the Bible, in the Old Testament. So we should be all biracial. We should have the maternal DNA of Turks and white Arabs from Lebanon. But we don't see that. So that means that, no, it's not reality. We are not half Turk.
Ron, hold on. Allow her to respond.
Yes, because he needs to be edified and he needs to be taught. And I'm here to do that for you today.
Okay, go ahead.
Canaanite is a generalized term. Let's make sure we get that. There were 7 sons of Canaan. I mentioned the Hittites as one, okay? So the Amorites, the Jebusites, yes, they all came in. Where did Europe get its name from, Ron, since you're talking? Where did Europe get its name from?
Where the who?
Europe? Where did it receive its name?
Why do we care about Europe but it's not in the Bible, the Old Testament?
Because Europe received its name from...
You're deflecting.
I'm teaching. Europe received its name from a Canaanite woman. Her name was Europa. Okay. What I'm showcasing to you is that the Canaanites, that's not funny.
Where is that in the Bible? Is that in the Bible? Where he gave the word Europe?
No, what I'm showcasing to you is that the Canaanites spread abroad. We know that's in the Bible. And the Canaanites were not located only in Africa, as you're trying to teach. The Canaanites were a great and mighty, powerful people. The Canaanites are the Europeans. That's my stance. Because guess what? Canaanite came from a European hold on, the terminology you think it's funny, but this is actually go
It is
on ahead and
funny.
take. It's funny
Okay,
because you're not a. Hold on,
listen to
let me
this.
continue. No, let me continue because Europa was a Phoenician Canaanite woman, and that is where they got this. This is from the Encyclopedia Britannica. Europa was a Canaanite woman. Now, if you want to believe in their folklore or not, the thing is, the fact is that Europa is where Canaan got its. I mean, where Europe received its name. So what that means is this: not only did the Hittites were located in Anatolia, Turkey, the Sidonian Canaanites were the ones. This is another tribe of Canaan. The Sidonian, and this is all historical. Okay, I like to utilize historical as well as biblical proof. The Canaanites were known to be hewers of timber. Were also known to be uh, builders, as well as they located themselves in where we consider to be where the Minoans were located, Phoenicians. The Greeks pay homage to who? The Phoenician Canaanites. The Phoenician Canaanites, Tyre and Sidon is located right where the Greeks are located. So the thing is that the Phoenicians were known to be travelers all around the world, and they all inhabited what region of the world? European, what we would consider to be European regions. So my thing is that you need to educate yourself because you're the one that sounds very funny. 7 nations greater and mightier than you, not 7 nations greater and tinier than you. Okay, not primitive people. The children of Israel weren't out there following around people out there with wooden bows. Okay, we know for a fact, okay, that they weren't out there using. They were known to be who was the inventors of iron? King Jabin was said to have what? What did King Jabin have? King Jabin was
Let me educate you.
iron chariots. Go ahead and check me, Donano. What did King Jabin have?
Let me educate you. Let me say one
No,
thing.
I just want to say this to Donano. How
Yes,
many
Sister
chariots?
Naphtali. Okay.
Go ahead and go look at the scripture. How many iron chariots did King Jabin have?
King who?
Jabin, Jabin. Look and see how many iron. This is biblical.
King
Can I get a closing
Jabin.
statement? Can I get a closing statement? That's all I want to do.
Hold on, Ron. King.
This is important. King Jabin. How many chariots of iron did he have?
900 chariots of iron, it says. Can you see that?
Go ahead. I see. He had 900 chariots of iron. And go ahead and Google was king. He was the king of Canaan. He was a Canaanite king who had 900 irons of chariots of iron. And guess what? Google who invented the iron.
Okay,
Right
King
now,
Jabin. Here it is. King Jabin of Hazor, a Canaanite ruler, harshly subjugated the Israelites. Okay.
He was the ruler of the Most High, put the children of Israel in the captivity of the Canaanites. The Canaanites are the ones that ruled over the children of Israel. And guess what? They were not. What did it say? Look at the scripture.
Let me talk. Let me talk to Nano. Let me talk.
He said
Okay.
what? He needs to be
Okay,
edified.
guys,
Go
Ron.
ahead and go to the scripture.
Hold on.
Go to the scripture.
Sister Naphtali, hold on. Ron, I'm gonna allow you to just say your last comment, and then we're gonna take Baya. It would have been nice if we stuck to the presentation, the matters of idolatry, Babylon. I think there were some things that you had raised, Sister Naphtali, that a couple of people were questioning the legitimacy of your information on the Council of Nicaea. But Ron, let me allow you to say your parting words, and then we'll allow Baya to come in.
Okay, so we got to pay attention to reality. If we are the Israelites, the Bantu people, and West Africans, and African American Negroes, that means that if the Canaanites are the Turks, the Ottoman Turks in Turkey, and the white Arabs in Lebanon, that means that we, for almost 2,000 years, married and had children with these women, these white Turkish women and white Lebanese women. You know what that means? That means that in our maternal DNA, right now, we should see their DNA, and we should be looking light-skinned like me, or biracial, because They're white, we're black. But you know what? In the Bantu people, what do we see in our DNA mostly? It's L0, L1, L2, L4, L5, and L7, which is specific and found in the African pygmies in sub-Saharan Africa, the Khoisan people, the Hatsava people, and a lot of other hunter-gatherer tribes that were already living in sub-Saharan Africa before the Bantu people migrated from the north in Egypt down to sub-Saharan Africa. So in reality, our DNA does not show any evidence, neither does our phenotype. Neither does our phenotype and our hair show any evidence of us mixing with white, Turkish, so-called Canaanite women for almost 2,000 years. Come on now. We got
Okay,
to start
guys.
using reality.
Hold on, Ron.
Okay,
Hold
I
on,
wanna
Sister
make sure I
Naphtali.
close out.
Sister
Let me
Naphtali.
close
Sister
out on
Naphtali,
what Ron
wait.
said.
No. Sister Naphtali, wait. Here's a comment from someone in the chats, and I think I like what they have to say. Where is it now? Black people are Israel or Israelites of God. He says, knowing all of this Canaanite history means nothing if you don't worship Yahweh only like the first commandment commands us. Put Yahweh first. Do you guys, the two of you now, do you think this is critical to the message that we have been sent to take out to the world? What you guys are arguing about and what you guys actually
Yes.
want to make a debate on. Hold
Yes,
on, Ron. Let's
because if
allow
you
it.
know who-
Wait, Ron. Let's allow it to respond. You are the last one to speak. Let's allow Sister Naphtali to respond first.
All right. So to know who the Canaanites are very important because they're the ones who are influencing all of this. Remember, the mystery daughter of Babylon. You have to know who Babylon is in order to not follow after her practices. She is the one that has drunken the world with her wine. Why don't you tell me some? All you need to do. We just reviewed all of the so-called holidays and holy days and days of worship. All of them stem back to the Canaanites. And the thing is that this is all of their gods. This is their worship. And for you mean to tell me we don't need to know who they are? I mean, you just don't want to know who they are. And the thing is, I never really did a presentation on expanding more on about. That's why Ron and I need to debate. Come on, Ron, start running. And like I said, and then to answer Ron really quick, he said, why are we not mixed up? Because in Ezra 10:3, it says, now therefore let us make a covenant with our God to put away all the wives and such are born of them, according to the counsel of my Lord, and of those that tremble at the commandment of our God, and let it be done according to the law. So what does it says? So all those children that are born and those wives, you need to get rid of them. So he got rid of those children that they were mixing with because it's a commandment to not marry Canaanite women or men. So what ended up happening is he said in Ezra 10:3 to get rid of not only the women but also their offspring to make sure that we clean up, keep our bloodline clean and separate, keep our bloodline pure. And the thing
Sister
is
Naphtali
that,
says, "Stop running, Ron. Stop running, Ron." That's what
hey,
Sister
debate
Naphtali
me.
says.
No,
Debate
no,
me.
no.
Put me
I
in
don't
my
know.
place.
I don't know if
Put
nobody.
me in
I'll
my
destroy her
place.
like I did. Denano,
Please
everybody
do.
I've debated, I've destroyed
Hey,
them. So she'll be next. She'll be
destroy me.
next.
Put me in my
She'll
place.
be
You know, people
next.
been wanting that for a
She'll be
long time.
next.
Go in a second.
Okay,
She'll be
Hey,
next.
that was a
okay,
demon that
family,
said, hold on,
family.
it was a
If you
brother that
think,
said women need to be quiet. Go ahead and make me be
hold
quiet.
on,
Make me shut
Sister
up.
Naphtali, I'm gonna mute you now. If you guys, if people on the chat think that it's necessary for us to bring Brother Ron and Sister Naphtali on this conversation, please give us ones in the chats. If you think it's going to be a waste of time, just give us twos. If you think we should bring them on end of June for a debate on the Canaanites, give us ones in the chats. If you think it's a waste of time and you shouldn't do it, give us two. And then we'll hear from the people. Brother Ron, thank you very much. Let's allow Baya to come through. By the way, when are you coming back, Ron? 17th, you said.
Mid-June, yeah.
Yeah, let's not be specific about the date, right? But we'll see you soon, brother. Be well and bon voyage. Thank you for calling in. Baya, welcome. How are you, brother?
I am doing well.
You are tuning into Naphtali's new school of thoughts, right here on YouTube.